Actually got a little gap in my garage floor. Not much. There's my grasshopper. I still gotta fix this thing one of these days. Alright, right now I'm gonna work on another lawnmower. I'm gonna bring it in here in a minute. Let's go see what I got. We got this white here with a 54-inch cut. It might be a 42. I think it's either 54 or 50. It might be a 54. No, it's 42. I wonder what the 5 is. 542G. Must be a 5-speed. No, 7-speed. Anyway, the charging system is messed up on this tractor, so for a guy I mow for, he mows one week and I mow the other. So right now I'm going to see if I can get this thing to run here. I notice it's got a fusible link right here that's been burnt in two. So first thing I'm going to do is turn on all my juice and see what we got going on. So I'll get back with you in a minute. Okay, we know we got something wrong with the stator or something in here, the alternator stator. So I'm going to whip the top of this cover off here. This top cover's got to come off. That's metal. And take a few things there to get that off. I think that fuel pump's got to come off. Fuel pump might have to slide off there somehow. Let's see here. Oh, there's a bolt down here at the bottom. Right down here. So that won't be too bad. We'll whip that off there real quick. Sirens almost every day at my house. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 bolts on this hood cover, and I had 4 little screws on this. You gotta take this top off that spins, you know, like the screen, the grill. You gotta take the grill off first where the air goes in, and then we're gonna take this off. That's what I'm working on right now. It's 3/8. I think there's 4 or 5 of them goes around the edges there. So I get that loose, and then I'll show you from there underneath that. I didn't want to do it, but looks like I'm going to take the choke cable and the throttle cable off too, because I can't get that out from underneath there. It's just too tight, so I'll have to take them off now. Okay, we got, this is the coil, one of them. It was bolted on right here. This is the little magnets that goes around, goes by the coil, makes it, excites it to makes it spark the spark plug. And we got the other one right here. Those magnets go around and do both of them. And they're going this way. That one hits and that one hits. That one hits, that one hits. And then, I got to unbolt these little screws here, and I'm just going to flop it over here out of the way. And then we got to take this flywheel off here, because that's where the we have our alternator stators underneath there. Okay, I got this undone. It's flopped over here out of the way. I was kind of looking at this too. This shield, which actually has all your motor numbers and everything on it right here. When I go look up my parts, I'll need some of them numbers off there. It's got the model, the family, and all this stuff for the motor. But I was looking at this hood screws right into this intake, which is real light aluminum, so you don't want to get too crazy with any of this stuff. It all screws into aluminum, the bolts for that hood. You don't want to get too crazy tightening that stuff up. This has got 2 carburetors on it. This little dude does. Okay, now I'm down to where we got to loosen this big nut. Then we got to pop that flywheel off there. Okay, I may let you see, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let me get that done. Okay, I took a pry bar. I put this bolt on here level as I could get it with this. I put that washer and laid it on there, and I unscrewed this so it moved both of them. So it's just hit the washer. Then I put a pry bar up underneath here, and I smacked this with a hammer, and that way as I pushed it down, pried it up, and she popped loose. I think she's still loose. She might have fell back down on there. Let's see if I can get it off. Oh no, she's up. She's just a little bit heavy. You want to be careful not to damage this though, because you want to be able to use the threads. Okay, now we'll show you what's underneath there. Oh my gosh, stuck back on. Well, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. That's a good sign. I think all that happened to it was burnt this. I'm going to take it off. We'll go look at the internet and see how to test it. Make sure we test it and it's reading good. It looks like it's not, it don't look like it's got hot. It's got good color on the wire. I don't see anything burn up, which that's a dang good sign. It's a good thing it had this fuse. I think all we did was burnt that fuse up because it was charging hard. Because the battery was dead. They jump started it. So now all I gotta do is go look at the internet and figure out how to test this again, refresh my memory, and then we'll run a test on it. And I think all it needs, actually, from looking at it right here, I'm about guessing, I don't think it's been hot right there. I'm about guessing that all I'm going to have to do is replace this fuse. Put a new fuse, inline fuse in. Alright, that's a good deal. And buy a new battery for it. Okay. Okay, we're back to the white. Here's what I found. I took this is just some solder we're going to use here in a little bit. Solder this wire together. I took this here stator. This thing looks brand new still. This is in good shape, I believe. We hoping anyway. It's in good shape. It got a little dark, but nothing's melted. I took these two bolts out right here, flipped it over and checked, give it a good inspection. Everything's good. And then what was wrong with it, if you're going down this there wire, this here part right here, you see it's kind of looks like a fuse or something. I was calling it a fuse the other day, but it's actually it's a diode. This thing burned up, and that's what quit charging for. This is a diode that it's AC current. This makes AC current, and it goes down this red wire, and then when it goes through this diode, AC is going back and forth like this. But when it gets to the other side of this diode, it's just going straight like this. It turns into DC, and that goes charges your battery. That's all the alternator is here. This actually works as your voltage regulator. So we got a. So I went out in my junkyard, and I cut one off another lawnmower, and this part here went to the stator. So we're gonna solder this onto there. Then we're gonna solder this other end to this one. And then we're going to tape her up real good, and she should be good to go after I put all this back together. But well, then we'll put these coils back on and everything, and the flywheel, and then we'll start it up before we put the shield and everything on completely, just to see if it's charging and to make sure these carburetors are going to work and cleaned out good enough right here. Like 2 carburetors. I hope to God I hope they're in good shape, because I don't want to take them apart. So, yeah, let's get this done here. See if we can solder it back together. Okay, got this back on this little clip right here. Ran my wire down there. I didn't even solder it. I just crimped it together. Because I thought, well, this thing ain't going to be in the rain anyway. You don't mow when it's wet out. So, and he parks it inside his barn. So it should be good. I just crimped a little crimp in here. This red wire is crimped. Hopefully I got a good connection. And then I crimped it right here. And this is a diode right in here. So let's pray that it works. And I'm going to put it back together and we'll start it up with it kind of like this and we'll check the charging. I'm going to hook the battery up to a battery charger because I know I need a new battery, but we'll charge it up, see if we can get it to charge up a little bit with my charger. Okay, let me put this back together and we'll get back with you in a minute. I just got to put these two coils on and the flywheel first. You can't forget that. And make sure you get this bolt right here pretty dang tight. About tight as you can get it. I mean, probably about 60 pounds of torque, foot-pounds. So, alright, let me get this done. Then we'll get back with you after we get these on. Alright, put it on the old, I think that's a Shakespeare battery charger. I've had that for like 15-20 years, maybe a little longer than that. I've had it for a long time. I bought one from Harbor Freight, but it broke. I just threw it away. I probably could have fixed it, but this one here has been a pretty good one. It's just a 6-amp charger, so we're gonna let her charge for quite a while and see if she charges that battery up a little bit. Alright, let's see, we got the truck battery over here. This battery's 2 years old. It might take a charge. It's got a window on it. It's bare. I don't know if it's going to charge up or not. We'll test it after it charges with that load tester right there. This load tester. All we got to do is get it to start. Okay, now let me finish putting this back together. Okay, when you put your coil on, my feeler gauge has got, for some reason, the 10,000 feeler gauge is brass looking. But that's what you want. You want 10 thousandths between that and that. Some people use a business card or something like that, but that's what you want. You get your feeler gauge out and put a 10 thousandths. You want it to fit right in there. Then tighten up that bolt right there. And you got one on the other side. This magnet's different. A lot of them, they got a longer magnet on a Briggs. And you can do both sides at the same time. But this one here is kind of different. Got that one there a hair loose. But I'm going to leave it and see if it works. If she don't, I know. Yeah, I better get her closer. But that's what you want, 10 thousandths. Okay. Okay, one thing this thing needs is needs some stuff taken out of this gas tank. Oops, I dropped it. Let me see what this is. You know what I think it is? I think it's the rubber gasket out of that cap. Got some more pieces in there. See if I can get some more of that. I have a gas cap around here somewhere. See a bunch of it down there. This is all gathered right on the hole in the tank where it goes out. The fuel goes out, the fuel hole. gonna be in this here dash tank. Look at that. Can't squeeze it real hard, it breaks it. So I kind of got to hold a little pressure on this while I've done it to keep it from cutting through that rubber. Now right down here in the hole. I think that's pretty good. There's a few little pieces down there. I'm gonna try to suck them out with my extractor thing I got over here. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this out of here. Somehow we're in that corner. That's pretty good. I'll just mix the rest of that with some new gas. I took out a little bit. Gonna have to take this and dump it out somewhere. It's a fire hazard. I don't want somebody come in there and smoke it and blow themselves all the way across the shop. Okay. Let's check it. Oh, dang, I didn't have it on, did I? Do a little oil change. Sucking out the oil. We got her running. Discharging. And ready to go. Okay. That's that. Okay, this is going to be the end of my video of this white that I picked up from one of my customers to repair for him. Am I on record? Yeah. I'm hoping it's all good. I think I got her going. I might wipe her down a little bit though. She's kind of dirty. Only thing I got left to do, let's check the oil, make sure the oil level's good. I just put some new oil in it yesterday. Oh yeah. Perfect. Perfectamendo. Okay. Let's see if she'll start. I can leave that on there. This has been sitting out here for about almost 24 hours. Let's see if it'll start up. Gotta add that food We got her going good. She's charging. Oh my. We're close up again. Close up. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. She's ready to go back home. So I might clean her up just a little bit so it looks a little better before I take it back to him. Okay, let's get her fixed, done. Okay, this white, it says it's a white outdoor LT 542G automatic. We got her all done. I'm still gonna wipe her down a little bit maybe before I take it back, but just gonna make a quick video here. We put a new battery in it, fixed the seat switch, and put new oil in it. Took out the old, evident, you know, obviously. And then over here on this side, I tore all this motor apart. I mean the top part, took the shield off and stuff. And they're right here, this little black thing right here, inside there is a little diode. I don't know if I'm trying, right inside this thing's a little diode right in here that I had to replace because the one that was on it was burn up. So that's what, this works as a rectifier. You got your stator up here and it runs out here and works like a rectifier. And it, now it's putting out good voltage. And she's ready to go mow some grass. I need to blow this off. Some little oil right there. I'm not worried about it. Tell him to keep an eye on his oil, maybe. I'm getting my hose won't reach on this side. Gonna rust out. But anyway, there it is. New battery, new diode, and I put a different fuel cap. I got the diode and the fuel cap out of my junkyard. Alright, now I'm going to take it back. Got this wind here real quick in my video. I did it all by myself. Filming, working, paperwork. Okay. I'm gonna take that back home, that mower. And next project will be my grasshopper that you guys see. This will be the end of this video. Appreciate everybody that watches my videos. And I really would appreciate some of those people that are watching my dozer videos. I promise you I'll be making I might make a dozer video today even when I get back, a quick one. Might go push some dirt with it or something, just so I know you guys like to watch it. I just ain't had time because it's been a little bit under the weather, to tell you the truth. But I need to get this grasshopper going. It's my high priority because in about a month or two, about 2 months, I'm thinking of be mowing some grass. It's going to be one of my main mowers this year, that grasshopper and my Ferris. We're going to see how many hours we can put on them this summer. Alrighty, that's it. Like and subscribe. Thanks, appreciate everybody watching my videos, and Lord loves a working man. Amen.